that to me. So help me raise money for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Astronomical amount. It's like Mrs. Protein, a bitch like Bruce Kelly, a bitch like Carrie Kelly. Ever, 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 ever think that they can just slide in. You have blood. It makes you relevant. Because the blood was irrelevant when you was telling lies. The same lies that created empires. So fuck you, fuck Homeland Security, fuck the DEA, fuck CIA, fuck any other gay, Dana Gay, and the rest of you are gay ass motherfuckers. Straight like that. Stop telling me I'm going to jail. Stop telling me I'm gonna get locked up and show me. Stop telling me you gonna whoop my ass or what you gonna do and show me. I 1000% is coming to New York. I will be there before and after. Because the next time I come to New York, me and DJ Tyson and the Enterprise and all the well-known kill steppers, make some real noise. They protest. And to support that protest. But when we come, you'll know the difference. Any protest that's not yelling out my chant, I ain't gonna put my life on the line for it. Nor am I gonna put my whole time on the line for it. Regardless of apologies, you can't erase the fact that these same people that have made apologies and are hosting protests took away from our own. The 23rd to the 24th in Chicago, we will be doing the same thing that we have already did time and time again. I'm coming to New York to support, but when I come back to New York, it will be for my protest with DJ Tyson. Period. Don't think that I'm going to run through the streets for you. I'm not a fucking slave. Don't think anybody that hasn't went through the fire with me, my security, I'm gonna fucking do the same shit for you, and it ain't gonna work like that. Coming to New York to sightsee and enjoy my time in New York as well as support the protesters there. This is not my protest. I don't stand in a fucking park for nothing. Why would I be in Fort Greene Park? What am I doing there? Is there some food coming? Music playing? What am I doing here? Go in the African store. Go see Biggie House. Go see motherfucking what Malcolm X is doing. I'm gonna be doing sitting in the park with no fucking food. Well-known kill steppers, all well-known Enterprise members that's coming to support this event because I'm coming out to the event. Please be advised that we are not responsible for any individuals that are not Enterprise members. We're not responsible for their food, their transportation, or their safety. Enterprise, we unite in New York as one together. We owe nobody nothing, especially people that didn't give us nothing. The only thing they said about us was we was morons, an orgy crew, raping women, old, stupid, and etc. Do you honestly think that people that talk about me like that can get me to give a fuck? You're the kick. I'm coming to New York to kick it, to hang out, to scope out what I need to do for a protest for Robert Sylvester Kelly. If they're not talking about the enterprise chant, then they're talking about their own shit. And if they ain't on the same page with us, we're on the same page with them as far as Robert Sylvester Kelly. Other than that, don't put your time. I'm not. I'm being African store buying stuff. I'm gonna be all in the motherfucking Arab store buying shit. I'm going through the Diamond District and shit. I don't give a fuck about that shit. They don't give a fuck about my shit. Be happy that I'm coming. That's all you gonna get from me. Do you think I give a fuck to secure, protect anybody outside of the enterprise when I've already told you the only people I'm rolling with is the enterprise? Period. And anybody that got a problem with what I just said, all you gotta do is just let me know and I can let everybody else know. These people ain't relevant. Battles and fallouts with each other ain't relevant. We've been moving on a choo-choo train. It ain't gonna stop. If Sly Fox and Gucci had a protest, Trent had a protest, still ain't the enterprise. Ain't the enterprise. And if we don't come, it is what it is. It is what it is. We are coming. And a doubt about it. We coming. But do I give a fuck? You want my honest opinion? I don't. I don't give a fuck. I don't owe these people shit. Nothing. At all. I've been through the streets for Robert Sylvester Kelly 6 times. Spending my own money. Roll runner. I don't give a fuck about their billboards, their radio blast. People can't eat that. People can't win that. People can't get a catering on that. That's you. I don't even think these people got the balls. Zant Robert Sylvester Kelly. I'm just coming to support. I'm not gonna be organizing myself with people that ain't organized. I'm just coming to support. I'm not about to get in a situation where you feel that I'm going to hijack your movement or any of that. Because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Do what the fuck y'all gonna do. Don't embarrass Robert Sylvester Kelly. I highly doubt this protest. If I'm coming, it's because Robert Sylvester Kelly is Chicago's own. That's a fact. Now, DJ Tyson have more compassion and all that shit for y'all that I don't got. I don't give a fuck about y'all. I don't give a fuck about what the fuck y'all talking about. I don't give a fuck about people that didn't support me. I don't give a fuck about people that didn't support the city that stood up for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Fuck about halfway support, halfway crooks, or any of that. I don't. New York, Bozo, and anybody else that need to chop and screw it. I'm coming to New York because I'm a taxpayer citizen that deserve to see New York. I'm coming to New York to scope out a plan for us to have our own rally in New York. I'm coming to New York to support the people that's having the protest for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Do I give a fuck about them? No. Not at all. Enterprise stand down. It's not our shit. It's they shit. Let them do what they doing. Do what they doing. If you think I'm gonna walk down the street with a half-ass chant, if you think that I as a man want to stand back because you want to make some shit about some gender and a woman being this and a man being that, do what the fuck you gonna do. Because I don't give a fuck. And when I come to New York, it won't be for one day. It'll be for 2. If I give a fuck, it'll be for 3. be like these people that's held in this protest September 28th. No offense to them. No offense to them. But I haven't seen them have a protest yet. Food, no water, t-shirts, nothing. It's just going. You know, I'm gonna get to New York and play bailout with my money. No, I'm going to African store with my money. Buy me some shit. I'm gonna go in pawn shops with my money. The diamond district with my money. I'm not about to spend my money on y'all protests. Not at all. I'm not going to even put my body on the line for y'all protests. Ain't now one of the motherfuckers did it for me. Big Marshall, Rambo, Gucci, ain't now one of them did it for me. Sly Fox can come walk from the MCC to Kim Fox office, man. That ain't Fox. That's not the protest. You came on emergency pop-up. I commend you for it. I respect you for it. Do I owe you for it? No, not at all. Anybody that walked them 15 blocks with me, multiple times, do I owe for it? Them the people, after they do their little shit in New York, we come back, them the people I expect to see there. The cutting, nobody. Because I never was on the team with these people. And before you think I'm on the team with these people, I'd rather just make it clear. I don't give a fuck about them. I'll be kumbaya and kumbaya. We can all have an understanding of respect. But are we friends on the team? No, not at all. The only person that I'm friends with and on the team with is DJ Tyson. Nobody else. Not one person. Not one person at all. And I know a lot of people coming out because they hear I'm coming out, but just know I don't give a fuck about this shit. I'm coming to support Robert Sylvester Kelly, not the people that's holding the event. At all. At all. When I tell you at all, I mean that in a way like, bro, I'm in New York eating pizza and eating hot dogs and running the African store buying hats and shit. I ain't even thinking about that shit. I'm already coming before, I'm already saying things after. I got my own agenda. These people didn't give a fuck about me. But when I made the Shade Room with Tyson, I marched through the streets with Tyson. When the Enterprise formed as a unit and made a statement, now the same person that they told you if you come to Chicago, you're going to be unsafe. If you come to Chicago, we're keeping R. Kelly in jail. If you come to Chicago, we're doing this for cash apps. Do you think my mama would allow me to run behind these people and just be acting like I'm down with you just because you commended me on my efforts? My mama wouldn't allow me to do that. My mama ain't raised no fool. I don't give a fuck about them people like that. Only thing I give a fuck about is that the protests be legit for Robert Sylvester Kelly. I don't give a fuck about them. Hey, I can get cool with Sylvia. I can get cool with Rambo. Did Gucci come off the board? No. It is my belief that Gucci booked several shows. Some of those shows being entrapment for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Particular. The one out of Mississippi, the other one in Florida. When Alex Clary running on stage to get Israel, who booked the show? Nigga. With a whole Lifetime production company there. And anything I said to you, Gucci, I mean that shit. Anybody playing with me when I get to New York, just tell me. Just let me know. I don't give a fuck if I was in your project, in your alley, and your gangway. I don't give a fuck if I was on the apartment building above the one you was raised in. It ain't gonna make me respect you, fear you, or none of that shit. And anybody play with me, they better finish me, because I'm gonna finish them motherfuckers if I ever fucking get the opportunity to. And it's straight like that. I'm not on their team. I've never been on their team. If anybody want to respect me, I will respect them, period. But I'm not on no motherfucking team. If they ain't yelling the enterprise, then they telling lies. Point blank, period. If they ain't part of the enterprise, they telling lies. Because anybody that's really defending Robert Sylvester Kelly would say, hey, the indictment says anybody that's with him is the enterprise, and I'm with him. That's what I'm saying. And if you're with them, then say you the enterprise too. Don't say it because I told you. Just tell it because that's what they said. They said the enterprise is the managers, bodyguards, runners, personal assistants, and people of the entourage of Robert Sylvester Kelly, which will be his fans. That's all of us. So if you ain't saying, hey, according to your indictment, I'm with Robert Sylvester Kelly, then you ain't willing to go as far as we're willing to go, and we'll pay the consequences if there is any consequences. But I doubt that there'll be a consequence from a taxpaying citizen, from a man who has took secretly bank credit care cards and defrauded a federal financial institution for personal gain for his goddamn self. All right? So when you over there talking about the dance studio, the door they got, or anything else, Max Man Larry, all that shit was gained by ill material gain. You still have to pay off the debt to the government to complete your probation. $0.6 million, you only got $200,000. I have recordings to prove everything I say, Larry. You want me to play my recordings, get my Rambo on, let everybody know that I know what I'm talking about? But once again, enterprise, if you see us in New York, let's all just kick it amongst ourselves, look out for each other. We don't know these people. And just because they told us some understanding shit, don't trust these motherfuckers to be standing on fucking park in a fucking project. What the fuck is we standing in the fucking park for? Is we waiting on food? Is they barbecuing? No. Why the fuck is we standing in the park? Why the fuck do I give a fuck to walk through the street with these people when they ain't never walked through the street with me? Why the fuck do I give a fuck to walk through the street with these people when they don't even understand what the fuck they doing? And I ain't trying to take nothing from nobody, but I did the shit 6 times. You go in and get your feet wet, and I'll wait for you down the street, okay? I'm not gonna be on no motherfucking videos, news, report outlets, none of that shit. Been embarrassed. It's been too much time, energy, investment into a situation to put my name on an interpretation from people that I don't even know. So just because you heard me say I'm cool with Sly Fox, Rambo, or anybody else, it don't mean I know them. It don't mean that they part of the enterprise. It don't mean that they part of my team. It don't at all. So let's just kill that before it even get there. Anybody that's looking for me, I'll be in New York. Same way I told your bitch ass I'll be at the fucking MCC September 11th. I'll be in New York September 28th. I'll be in there before that and after that. But they ain't dropped no dates on where they gonna be at, but still making threats. Give me a date, give me a location. I'm giving you hella locations. I roll the way I roll for a reason. And I feel the way I feel for a reason. Be a goddamn stalker and just think it's shake hands and it's done. No, it don't work like that. When you are quote unquote woman and you say that Deboski disrespect women, right? Right? Let a person scar my goddamn reputation on paper. And you have women that's adding on to that piece of paper that never said stalking. It said restraining order. A guy and his wife. My beef, according to the wife, is with her husband, not her. Wasn't in no relationship, wasn't no stalk you down shit, none of that. But for every woman that accused me of that, I added on to it because they read that and thought that that was something that you could fit in with. I would never respect it. I would never respect it. Ever. Anybody that fit into it, anybody that called me that shit, I would never respect it. Ever. Not in this situation. I can respect you as an individual, but I would never respect you in this situation because not only are the people that said that tried to do me like Robert Sylvester Kelly, but they don't went as far as trying to say I raped somebody, drugged somebody, messed with somebody underage, etc., etc., etc. I think it's safe for the integrity of myself and the franchise of the enterprise. I come for nothing else more than support. Yeah, that's it. After that, man, I spin off, get some peace, kick it, chill. Enterprise motherfuckers that's out there in New York, y'all will know where I'm at. Y'all can meet me where I'm going, and we'll still keep kicking. I'm not hanging with these people. I don't know them like that. I don't even trust them like that. I don't. If Sly Fox don't come to Chicago to walk through the streets, why none of them came with? Why none of them came with? And I believe Sly Fox is an honest kill supporter. But we all know how she got her hands dirty. I still don't know why she called me a goddamn stalker of her. I don't. Welcome to the enterprise. And even though the past is the past and the past is gone, we moving on. We can forgive, but we can't forget. Fool me once, you can't fool me twice. You know what I'm saying? I'll never be alone with these people, talk on the phone with these people. So why the fuck would I walk down the street with these people? Why? Some shit jump off. Do you think I think that they gonna help me? I don't. Not at all. I'd be a fucking fool to believe that. A fool to believe that. Then you want a motherfucker to come to your protest that you going to lead with a chant that you're going to run, and you don't even know what the fuck the chant is or how the fuck you going to lead. You're like, bro, I ain't come here for no Sesame Street shit. Motherfuckers already established. What the fuck I need to come through here and do some Sesame Street shit if I'm already established? Welcome to the enterprise. Hold on. Hello? Hello? Who? Who is this? Who is this? I doubt somebody blocked you. What did you say? What did you say in the chat? So how did you get blocked if you didn't say nothing? Hey Larry, stop sending these little goofy ass motherfuckers my way, bro. Find them same motherfuckers that you sending my way. They gonna keep playing. All you people that keep playing with me, don't you know my home kidnapped kids, they ass and throw them over the bridge. My homie love to kidnap kids, fuck them in their ass and throw them over the bridge. Now eat that. Sleep on that. before you get some motherfucking way and get fucked in your ass and get thrown over a motherfucking bridge. Hey, G.I. Joe. Hey, G.I. Joe. This 10-hour live and you get all the way to the end, just know I'm gonna be walking over the Brooklyn Bridge before you, even though you took my motherfucking idea and tried to make it yours. Ain't the game cold like that? The game cold like that. And please believe that these right here is certified. And if I'm gonna drive up to New York, I'm coming all the way wrecked. So think about this. Think about this. Think about this guy drop. When you over there talking about he just talking, he just a bitch ass nigga, and he just this, and he ain't that, and he ain't that. Why you not going? Then you tell me you stay in New York, even though you stay in Indiana. Why you not going? Hollywood next. Is you going? Don't you tell everybody you stay in New York? Is you going? That's people. Hop on the fucking screen with this team ass shit just to get on the wave ass shit. Ain't no wave. Wave. It's DJ Tyson and me. DND, that's it. We the only motherfuckers that been putting in work. We the only motherfuckers who kids they picking up. We the only motherfuckers who reputation they trying to destroy. Anybody else they talking about they cool and they can work with and they level headed and all this other shit. They ain't doing that with us. They talking about cash apps and all the other goofball ass shit. And then the same motherfuckers that be catering on to that same shit that's supposed to be part of this motherfucking team that they not. They're not part of this team. But the same motherfuckers that's supposed to be part of this motherfucking team, right? They catering to that shit not knowing me at all. They might have talked to Tyson, but they ain't never talked to me. Ever. So when they on the fucking screen telling you some shit about me, motherfuckers don't even know me. Bro Run the Corner, yeah, any of the rest of them don't know me at fucking all. Ain't had a fucking conversation with me outside of R. Kelly. Period. 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 Now, Skydrop, you can run with, you know me a little bit. You do. Because I talked it to you. I didn't know that it was a cold, dirty game until after you. So after you, it was nobody that ever fucking I fucked with like that, talked to like that, been on the phone longer than 1 minute, 2 minutes. Everybody I fuck with, talk to, kick it with, is hands dirty as man. Well-known kill steppers. I don't fuck with the shit that I'm seeing falling out. The shit that I'm seeing falling out. Do you think I'm gonna go to New York, right? And be worried about this shit that they got going on? Not at all. I'm going to New York to have me a good time, take me a vacation. I done already been through the streets of Chicago on 6 different times for Robert Sylvester Kelly. When I get to New York, I would like to support the people that came out for Robert Sylvester Kelly, but I'm here to have a good time. Period. I don't give a fuck about this shit that they talking about. They ain't give a fuck about the shit that I was talking about. But at least I had enough motherfucking balls and integrity to come and support the shit that they was talking about, even though they didn't come and support mine. And I ain't no petty person, but I ain't a stupid motherfucker either. So you ain't about to work me, motherfucker. I ain't about to run through the motherfucking streets for you, yelling out shit, beat my vocal box up for you. Not at all. Hope y'all enjoy yourself. I'm going to get me some motherfucking Dominican tacos. I'm going to the African shop. I'm going to the Diamond District. Give a damn about what the fuck they talking about. I'll be back with what I'm talking about. Period. Period. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn radio commercial. I don't give a fuck about no goddamn news, paper, print. I don't give a fuck about none of that. I give a fuck that you hear me when I come through. If you didn't hear me, then you should have heard me, because I'm out of here. This ain't my motherfucking state. Not that it ain't my state matter, but it's these people that's holding this event. I'm not going full throttle with some halfway criminals. It ain't my thing, bro. I'm never gonna go all the way out for some halfway crooks. Where our food at? Where our food at? How we gonna congregate? Any place for us to congregate? Fuck is y'all cash apping me? Where's y'all cash at? I don't give a fuck. I'm just being real. D-Bo's gonna be in New York before that shit even start. I'm gonna be there after that shit even over. And to be honest with you, I just came to support them. No, let me rephrase that. I didn't just come to support them. I came to have a good time. That's why I came. I came to have a good time. I ain't come for the protest. I came to have a good time. It ain't my protest. Anything that ain't my shit. It ain't got nothing to do with the enterprise. It don't got nothing to do with the enterprise. It ain't got nothing to do with Kel Steppers. We just coming here to see what the fuck they doing and support it. If it's for Kels, that's it. We ain't got to do too much. Enterprise, real Kel Steppers, if we out there in New York, man, let's go and go keep it, bro. Period. Anybody else, you go run your ass down the street. You go yell out all that shit that they telling you, and you go do what they telling you. He supposed to do what the fuck he want to do. And what the fuck I want to do, is give me some blue dot sheepies, give me some zebra skin hats, give me some new koofies. I ain't even into none of that shit, bro. You know why? Because these the same motherfuckers that working overtime to tell you that I was a con artist, or that if you came here, you would be hurt. So why the fuck would I walk down the street with them? It's stupid. You gotta make better sense than that. For real, for real. For real. And I'm gone. Y'all enjoy y'all night.